What is common sense? Why people with common sense cannot remain quiet. By Professor A.K. Inamohawk.
Okay, so let us talk about common sense for a minute. What is common sense?
So basically, common sense is something that we use for making a justification or it's basically a logic or something we use for making a decision, for doing all the activities. That's
so
something.
So is your argument common sense?
No, it's not basically argument. It's the way you think, the thinking that comes from your mind, and which should be logical to the perspective.
Sir, it's based more of my practical judgment of my environment.
Okay. Anybody else? Every one of us has common sense or not?
Everybody have common sense, sir.
Everybody has common sense. So what is, and then how do you develop that common sense?
So definitely through experience, sir.
Sorry, sir.
Sometimes common sense is natural ability to good judgment.
It depends on situation. It depends on individual.
Sir, common sense is general knowledge.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
I think which we expect from people, sir.
We expect from people is common sense. Anything you expect from people is common sense.
Like which is commonly known
that allow us to doing something what is wrong or what is right.
That's very good.
Yeah.
But if I can predict, is it common sense?
So it's not common sense unless it's right.
Prediction is not common sense. Okay. Okay, good. Anybody else?
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, common sense is right judgment in a very practical way and reasonable way.
So it's the basic ability to understand or to judge any matter or a moment depending on the circumstances.
Yes, sir. Common sense, that is a good sense which make a good judgment in our daily practical life.
So can you see people who has more common sense than others?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now you tell me what is common sense then.
I think, sir, common sense is a basic norms of behavior or talking, which we have to expect it or we have to maintain.
Yeah, don't misunderstand common sense with etiquette. Etiquette is a different word. This looks like an English course right now. So we are trying to define this. I have a purpose for it. I have a very interesting definition. What I was basically writing is this. That you have a sense, and you have a sense with knowledge, and you have a sense without knowledge. A sense with knowledge is called common sense, and a sense without knowledge is called nonsense. Have you used both these words? Some sense and nonsense. And the primary parameter of making a sense, unfortunately, is knowledge, which basically tells you that if you have knowledge, only then you have common sense. Without knowledge, you don't have a common sense. And the reason you are in any class is actually to develop common sense. So when you come to a course and you finish the course, you have a better common sense. So you realize that in this particular course, all I'm doing fighting nonsense. Because I'm giving you knowledge, and through the knowledge, you realize, oh, wait a minute, that was nonsense. That discussion was nonsense. This is common sense. So remember, my objective in the course is actually to develop knowledge. Remember in the last class I talked about it. I said without knowledge the course is useless. We said it is the knowledge that I'm interested in. And now if you make the whole idea that, okay, if I look at knowledge, and knowledge has a lot of parameters. In the last class we talked about it. But if you have a sense that has knowledge in it, it is actually nothing but common sense. Our objective in the course is to develop good common sense in economics, so that you can say, okay, this is what is fair and this is unfair, this is what should be done, this is what should not be done, this is correct, this is incorrect. And if you have knowledge, your behavior will change. A knowledgeable person is a humble person. Now you realize that you become humble because of knowledge. If you don't have knowledge, you will become arrogant. And we say education is supposed to impart knowledge. And if education can properly impart knowledge, you will continuously become a more humble person. Because knowledge changes your, and humble and arrogance, the basic logic is nothing but behavior. So we said, oh, education has only one task. Can it change your behavior? If you are educated and your behavior has not changed, you are not educated. So education must be able to change your behavior. That is the logic of the whole reason, that knowledge eventually changes your behavior, and because of this, you become a humble person. So that is one logic. The second is, knowledge, unfortunately, has a problem. If you have knowledge, you cannot stay quiet. That's the problem of knowledge. So I give you an important particular example that I always give. And you are walking on the stairs and you see a child standing here on the railing, sitting here, playing on the railing, right? Then you are moving, you are going. So what will you do? Would you tell anything to him or her?
Pull it down. Warn that child or take initiative to save.
So your common behavior, and you see, you started talking, you said, oh, because he or she can fall, so either you can warn, or you can, somebody says pull, right? Pull him down or her down, or what?
Take an initiative to save that child.
So, but point is, she is maybe very comfortable playing there. Number one. Number two, it is also possible that she is not anyone that you know. So you don't know that person. Why you want to save that person?
Because it's the right thing to do, sir.
As a human, that's one of our responsibility, or that's
as a human being, that's one of your responsibility. How do you know you are correct?
That's my ethics, or that's my sense of humor, common sense, whatever it is we use. That if we see a child who is not understanding that it's harmful, but he or she is doing the thing, we should take an initiative or try to make her realize, or try to tell her that this is
the actual reason is that you have some knowledge that you think she or he does not have. Agree?
Yes, sir.
So you realize the knowledge does not allow you to remain quiet. You see the problem of knowledge. That's always the case. You realize that if you have knowledge, you cannot stay quiet, because you will say, wait a minute, this is not correct, let me say. And that is why, globally, knowledgeable persons were always hunted down and killed. It started from day one in the human civilization. Nobody wanted to tolerate a knowledgeable person. Because, see, imagine now that this big group of people are normal people. And you, because of your knowledge, saying, no, don't do it. For him, why? What is the problem? Because I don't see the problem. You see the problem and you spoke. So either they will respectfully say, okay, let me finish it, let me respect the knowledge. Or if he or she believes that he has all the knowledge, he's going to kill you. That's what happens to Galileo. That happens to Socrates. That happens to every human being who was knowledgeable in human civilization. So you realize that acquiring knowledge and having knowledge is not easy, because if you have the knowledge, you will speak out. That knowledgeable person can see things far away than others. The child was playing, she could not see far away. You, being a knowledgeable person, saw the consequences. And he says, no, 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 don't do it. And that's the beauty as well as the curse of knowledge, I would say. A lot of time, you find out the knowledgeable people are hunted in any society. Right? You will find out people will give sermon, and most of the time it is religion group who will come back and say, "Oh, this person is against religion." Why he is against religion? Because my religion belief tells me I should not do it. Right? And that's what the difficulty happen in human civilization with the religion, with culture, because people will say, no, 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 this is not correct. So many events in the society has happened in the past and will all continuously happen that will say, look, knowledgeable person will say this is incorrect. And when they see incorrect, the rest of the population, which is like this child, will say, no, why you are telling me? Why you are telling me this? So this is the problem of knowledge. On the other hand, as you go through the course, you will start developing certain knowledge in economics. And you start developing those knowledge, you will start realizing that I have more common sense than others. At the end of the day, the whole course is developing good common sense. It's not memorizing anything.
Please subscribe to this channel to receive updates on new videos.